2 hours in. Daily life always takes like 2 hours. No, let's forget this whole cult thing ever happened, okay? It might actually be Tsumugi be the killer, which would be bad, but she has actually lost a lot of points with how hard she got brainwashed. She actually lost a lot of character points, so I wouldn't actually be mad anymore if she was the killer, because she lost so many points with that. And Maki gained a lot of points. Would she be the killer? I don't know. The resurrected guy? No, I don't think someone got resurrected and killed her. The bond gets stronger with each class fight, does it not? Minna nakayoshi da yo. Monokuma fairu. Yeah, dying is like so lame, dude. Unless it happens to Angie, in which case, yes. She's sprouting mushrooms. We'll know what to need to do, yes. Seems like she just got stabbed, which seems pretty boring of me to die, but hey, it's Angie, so I'm happy already. Let's end this nightmare forever. Together. Whatever. And you know, we're gonna have to read the Necronomicon to figure out what the ritual was supposed to be. There's that sprite again. Yep. If Maki becomes the new psychic, that would be actually perfect. She's gaining a lot of points in my book. Hmm. 2 in the morning, Jesus. What a time. Well, the student council right now is the most suspicious because they're the only ones who are supposedly can get entrance to this room. Apart from Kokichi, of course. The student council and Kokichi are supposedly the only ones who can get in. But you know, that's supposedly, so we don't know.
無理じゃ。
夢野さん
うん。
けど
どうでもいいわい。めんどい。
あ？やめてください。
そうかい？いや。ほら。
We really are gonna do that shit?
どういうつもり？ふざけないでください。
僕は真面目だよ。そう。あのさ、いいかな。
Okay, shy, we're really gonna do it.
いや。
でもさ。だから。どうなの？
理解不能です。
オッケー。
Okay.
興奮するよね。
See, I actually like Kokichi a lot more when he's just, I don't want to say throwing quips on, those aren't really quips, but if he's just being genuinely mischievous and just being genuinely, like a general bastard, I don't have problems with people that do that, like they're just being mischievous every now and then, being like a bit of a bastard every now and then. I don't mind that. What I did mind was when he was stringing everyone along and everyone kept falling for his lies. That's what I really didn't like. Where everyone's like, oh, I can't believe you've lied to me. Like, fucking really? This guy is a pathological liar, and the 10,000th time he lies to you, you're still like, well, I couldn't believe that you would lie to me. But if people don't fall for him, and instead he's just being a bit of a bastard, I like that a lot more. Because at least he's not being fucking stupid like the other half of the cast. Actually, I'm starting to like him a bit more.
うちは
じゃあ。
勝手にせえ。
はい。
さて。
Why is 5 people?
そうじゃな。
なんでですか。
いや。
The room must be as dark as possible. Oh.
であれば。
That's the perfect spot to hold the seance. And could that be a multi-kill? If someone gets killed with that, because we haven't seen anything with the empty rooms yet. That's the perfect spot to kill someone else.
いいですか？
どうだい？
Because I feel like usually there's some point in Danganronpa games where multiple people have to die, or people die from outside of the killing game, just to thin out the numbers a bit, because otherwise the numbers don't get thinned out enough. Actually, did that happen in the second game? I don't actually remember. I don't remember if that actually happened in the second game. I might be talking bullshit. Some of these special why the dead people hang around there. These aren't actually the dead people. The story of this chapter was that there was a ritual to bring back the dead, and Angie was gonna do that ritual. And apparently the ritual involved having effigies of the dead people. And so, with Angie being a painter and an artist in general, she made wax puppets, and that's the dead people. They're wax puppets. They do look pretty lifelike, don't they? I mean, one of these characters got smashed to bits. The other one got picked clean to the bones. So I don't know if you could bring that back that easily as a complete body.
でも
Investigation start. Here comes the music. Is that really face down? It's face sideways.
どうしたのちょっと
Also, you might have not seen all that, but Maki is becoming best girl very quickly. Very quickly she's becoming best girl, which is bad because best girls don't live very long in this game. She was stabbed in the forehead after she was dead because then it wouldn't bleed anymore. But why would that happen? Huh.
ちょっとこれって何なの
With hair on it.
でも別に
He's not really a detective, he's a shitlord.
殺されたいのごめんちょっと別にそうね
This is the important part though. We need to read this. It's only just a Necronomicon.
やっぱりねえ
Let's take a look. These are some nice drawings. I'm an expert, that's why I wrote this handy manual. It's so easy, anyone can do it. Even a monkey, even a bear. Oh my god. Prepare an effigy of the dead so you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out to whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, lay with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, it means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. What kind of a stupid ritual is that requires you to burn the Necronomicon? It's pretty shit. I'm pretty sure that something else was going on in here with Angie as well, because she had the effigies all there, and what I wondered was, she said, oh, I'm only gonna bring back Rantaro because he's the guy who knows all the shit. So she wanted to bring back Rantaro, but she made effigies of everyone. Also, we visited her at like 11 PM or something, or 10 PM at some time, probably 11 PM actually, and this Necronomicon is still alright, even though she died at 2 AM, so she was doing something for 3 hours that did not involve the ritual. Which is really odd, but it makes me think that, yeah, Angie herself didn't think the ritual was ever gonna work, and she wanted to do something else, but I don't know what. Huh. That's odd though, because if this murder didn't happen, then what was her plan? Did she actually want to do it, but she didn't want to do it at that point in time? Huh.
Ne.
そうだね。
はあ。
Of course it does.
確かに。ところでさ。
It was not part of the ritual.
何なの？
And that's the golden katana from the anthropologist lab. They didn't mention, so I guess I'm gonna have to press on it. And we know that the gold comes off very easily, so the killer might have some gold hanging around their body somewhere.
ちょっと。何なの？
だってさ。
これって。
Oh.
へえ。うん。
でも。
そうだね。
もしかして。
あのさ。
え？
うん。
え？
そうだね。
Probably has a bayonet somewhere in her room.
はあ。はあ。ちょっと。ねえ。
We have to put it back. Oh no.
ところでさ。どういう意味？
それは。
Oh, whoops, wrong button. That's true though.
話にならないな。
あのさ。
By the way, they still have never actually mentioned this mechanic ever in the game. They never actually mentioned it. I just randomly found it, and it seems to not do anything. It's just reaction voice, which I thought they were gonna go for something like Return to Zork, where you, instead of just talking to people, you actually just let them talk, and then while they talk, you just have a certain reaction to them.
そうだよね。
そうよね。Sure. Let's do that. Oh look, there's a fifth body here. Oh wait, that's Gonta.
なんで？
どうして？
そうだよ。
あんたって。
だけど。
でも。
だけど。そうだよ。
No.
バカだ。
ね
え。うん。
They didn't check the back though.
やっぱり。
ねえ。
そうだな。
Yeah, from inside.
え？
いや
And we haven't even mentioned the back door here, which I find very interesting. Could it be that it was actually Kokichi, but right there the back door is actually open, and in order to conceal the fact that the back door was open, he joined us and picked the door before we even tested the back door. That's a thing.
え
Why would you say that?
まさか
っていうか
そっか。
まあ
確かに。
いや
What do you have to say, if anything important at all?
ね
待てなんだよやっはーあのなさーて
も
Oh,
しかして
what? Really?
いいか
え、ちょっと
なんだよ
やっぱり。
Sherlock Holmes. Hmm.
あ
おい
You wouldn't even put a real skirt on a wax figure, would you?
なんだよ童貞が
Jesus. Why did we talk to her? Actually, looking at the rest, we do need to check out the back door.
これって
It is closed, okay. But someone could have closed it while we were investigating in here, so that doesn't actually say a whole lot.
そうだな
ね
いいかな
え、別に。
Yep. There should be everything in here,
へ
right?
え。これって
そうだね
へえ。
確か
そうだよ。やっぱり。
Okay, if he gets brought up this early, he's not gonna be the killer. Of course, it's gonna be important.
ちょっと
そうだね
That was a typo, but whatever.
そうだね。
あれ
ところでさ、まあいいけど。
Okay, I don't ever think there could be a clue in the hallway. I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think that will ever happen. Oh, the caged dog is missing.
そうだね。
いや
確かに。
More importantly... Oh wait, he's here.
あんたって
西氏とにかく
え
うん
Can we take a look at it first? Oh, okay, they brought it.
何なの
というわけで
え
Did he not take it with him? Well, okay. Actually, I want to know. Can I get my mouse for a second? Okay, I was kind of hoping that the Cage Dog Village actually exists, but no, it doesn't. Okay, I googled Cage Child Seance, and what I got was Tennessee couple arrested after autistic child found cage. That's really not what I thought was gonna happen at all, but I guess that shows us that that thing really doesn't exist.
Mm. 確か なるほど
That's some weird stuff, man. I mean, he wants it because it's fun, probably. But yeah, something's gonna happen in the 3 rooms, and it's gonna be important to the murder. Like, there might even be a secondary murder. Like, what if if the murder thinks that the seance could actually potentially be correct, maybe because it's Himiko and she believes in that sort of shit, and so knowing that it's gonna happen in the 3 rooms, right now she goes into... Actually, she's part of the team, isn't she, of the 4 other people for the seance. But let's say even if it was someone who wasn't part of the seance, they could go into one of the other rooms, and my idea is that they're actually linked beneath the floorboards, the 3 rooms, and they could go beneath the floorboards over and kill Kyo while he's doing the seance under the cage. And no one will be able to see it because, well, 1, it's dark, and 2, the sheet. That's at least my idea. So I think it's actually going to be a double kill. Because it's so weird that we still have the whole thing with 3 rooms and the mystery of, oh, there's something with the floorboards and there's a hole at the side of the room and something, whatever, and we're just gonna do the seance. Like, the seance, either it's a double kill or the seance itself, for some reason, is gonna give us very important information, and the surrounding, how would I say, the circumstances of the seance and the things that happen during the seance might be very important because of that. But that would be really weird. How would that even work out? I don't know. Like, I still think it's gonna be a double kill. And I think it's gonna be Kyo. Because he's gonna be very, very vulnerable under there.
確かに意味わかんないはあ
The middle one, okay. If we go in there and for some reason it tells us that Himiko is not gonna join us, then I'm super fucking suspicious. Then I'm like 1000% suspicious. Well, let's check it. I'm going to go straight to the center one. Not even gonna check the other two for potential stuff.
Yeah. Otto.
僕ですか？じといいですか？
Toothpaste and orange juice. I don't actually mind that combo.
君という人はどうバカにしないでください。失礼な。
ダメ。
Actually, it could be one of the other 4 people in here as well. Because if you go into the corner that has the hole, actually any corner would work. Go under the floorboards and then go over and kill him and then come back. That could be possible. I mean, I do hope to some degree that that doesn't happen because I want to see more of Kyo. But yeah, I don't know.
いいかな。ねえ。そうだよ。じゃあ。恐ろしいね。大丈夫。いいかな。
What? That's a shit song. That's a terrible fucking song. Oh, okay, then Himiko's gonna die. Well, or would it actually be possible to do the entire thing the other way around? That the one beneath the one in the middle goes beneath the floorboards? That could also be a thing. But I actually think Himiko is not looking too good. I actually said this earlier that Himiko might also have a bad day. Well, or Tenko. Who wants to be it? Actually, I'm more happy if it's Himiko. Oh no, don't raise those death flags. Oh no, Himiko's gonna kill her. Oh no! Oh no! Well, you tried, Tenko, but I think you're about to be on your way out.
Hi. 魔法陣を踏まないように中央の円へとつながる
足元が暗いので
次にその円の中目印の石を置くから
さっきうちが中庭から持ってきた石だ
これは地面に額を
こうですか
ちょっと体勢が苦しいかもしれないけど決して途中で顔を上げたり体勢をお茶の子です天子は体の柔らかさはさてそうだな
嘘はつくもんじゃない鉄でできてるだけあって
ちょっと
分かってるよ
そんなことを言わないで
疲れたでその役目はさて
There's also set up for that.
床しか見えない体勢
Like,
な
there's
ので
no
わかりま
way
せんが
that nothing's gonna happen right now.
だと思います
They set up a situation where they're gonna be like, oh, it's impossible to lift up the cage. How the fuck could something happen to Tenko under there? Oh my god, no. But we already know that there's stuff under the floorboards.
じゃあ次が最後だね。これは4人でやろうか。い
4人がか
いや、せいぜい。
Hey,
魔法を使えば
そんなに重いものをカゴの上に乗せて
そもそも高齢術用
ならいいです。
じゃあ僕らは魔法陣からで
also, I think Kimiko actually just stood up in a circle. Well, everything's fucked now.
わかりました。
じゃあ
Himiko is in the one with the hole. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I also noticed that, which is staying on the circle.
ろうそくの位置がじゃあろうそくを消して戻ってきて
暗くした後でまた隅までも
夢の沢はそのまま動かないでいいよ。
Oh
君
no.
のそばの床は隙間
There
が
are
空い
many
て
gaps in the floor near you. Okay, they're making it pretty obvious that she's in that corner, so she's probably actually not gonna
部
be the
屋
one.
が
But
暗くな
oh
ったら
no.
僕がその歌
Oh,
の
I'm
後
so
で
sorry,
僕
Tank.
が与永さんの霊に呼びかけるけど彼女が答える
ねえ高齢術が終わった後は俺と犀原ちゃんが
そうだね倉庫から
およじゃあろう
Oh
そくの
no.
ですね
It's like when you can see it happening from a mile away, but you can't stop it. Tenko was starting to gather points, but I mean, she was still not one of the greatest characters, some of the greatest characters, one of the great characters, so whatever. Well, we're really gonna listen to this. I'm gonna skip this. I'm sorry, guys.
カゴからでやるわ双子がひと
There we go.
陰の子逃げたか女の子とうと
Oh no.
と歌
Why is that a Steam achievement? But I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
ねえね
Of course you can't answer. He's fucking
え
dead.
ね
どうしたんじゃ
え待ってそうだなま
And come on, she's fucking dead, isn't she? There's no way she isn't. Yeah, we can see the blood already.
お
そんなはずは
なんじゃ
あれ
そうだね
西市
待って
But that's still. What I'm wondering is, if she noticed something was wrong, she would have obviously shouted or screamed, but she didn't, so she must have died instantly. But how do you kill someone in the dark instantly? Even if you know where they are in the room, she still has that rock in front of her head, so you wouldn't be able to do anything to the head instantly. Even if you stab the neck, you would hear the blood gurgling, so I don't know, how do you kill that instantly? A shooting weapon maybe. Still, how do you hit that reliably, huh?
ち
can already see that the floorboards are fucked up.
じゃあ布
Oh no.
おや もしや
I mean, you see that coming like 5 miles away, but of course you can't do anything to stop it. Oh. I think actually, with that reaction, I don't actually think anyone was Himiko if he's reacting like that. I think like it was probably like my initial idea. It was someone who's not part of the seance, and they went under the floorboards from the other from another room. Or do you think they would be able to line up a shot that goes through the wall, hits Tenko through the head, and then out the other wall, which you would see in the cloth having holes? Huh. I do think it was a shot. No, actually it must be something below the floorboards, because we heard the floorboards and we see the floorboards being different.
Masaka. あ、とりあえず。
And also, it was probably the same murderer both times. Probably. And I assume the murderer was like, oh shit, what if they find out with the seance what's going wrong? There must be someone who would have actually believed the seance, which is why I thought it was Himiko. But I'm starting to believe it wasn't actually Himiko, because I don't think the floorboard stuff would make sense quite then. Because, I'm saying that because there's 2 other rooms. And if it was actually, if it all happened within just that room, then why would there be 2 other rooms? Hmm.
なんだよ。こんなのないよ。
ちょっと
それが
おはつま。一体何が。
Yeah, let's do that.
ね
is all that remains of a once powerful
えだとすると
right now.
そうですね。
You're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime.
In Danganronpa 1, the same thing happened, and they were like, I think Monokuma said right away, no, it's all one killer that killed both of them, or they said something to like, oh, we're gonna both chalk it up to one person. That's what Monokuma said, like, oh, we're gonna both chalk it up to one person, and that person is the Blackened.
Remains of a once powerful nation.
ほら。
Right now,
あららら
on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime.
お父ちゃん。お父ちゃん。あ。ねえ。
Is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right
お
now,
父ちゃん。
you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime.
いや
Yeah. I think the whole crux of the entire investigation for this one is gonna be how did the murderer find the correct spot in the dark. Even if they can move below the floorboards, they still need to find the correct spot. Without any light or anything. Huh.
可愛い我が子敵よ お前らが殺し合いを仕切ってくれたおかげで僕もリフレッシュ休暇。
やあ、こそばゆい。お父ちゃんの愛が激しい。
He's even licking the other Monokuma.
いやいや、ぶっちゃけ僕幸せだな。ああらー、なんで？はて？
Fart timers.
あ、お答えしましょう。
First come, first serve? What?
あのね、つまり
Only Angie's killer would be considered the black and what the fuck? So is he kind of saying that there was actually a different killer? Or is that really just there for people who have played Danganronpa 1 and know of that rule, and now they're like, wait, this is different, that means there must be two different killers. I think probably will end up being both the same killer.
どうぞ。
お父ちゃん。
お母ちゃん、僕幸せだな。
あれ？
素敵だわ。
バイクマン。
Bye, come on. Well,
いいですか？
うん。
そうだな。
興奮するよに。周一。
oh, of course it's bad. How is he still so calm? He's supposed to be the comic relief guy. Okay, not the comic relief, he's supposed to be the dependable friend, but still, you're supposed to be more rattled than this.
でもよ。いいか。おうし。
It is back of the neck. Wait, back of the neck. I want to investigate that piece of cloth that was used. And I want to see if it has a hole in it. At least we're not going to see this ugly face again. But that's bad. I liked that face. I liked her expression. So like... I liked those expressions. They were fun. I guess we saw all of them, so yeah. The fact that it's the neck actually complicates things quite a bit. Complicates it quite a lot actually. Because back of the neck is going against everything that I had planned. But I want to see that piece of cloth and I want to know if there's a hole in it. Right now, that's the one thing I want to know. Oh, Himiko did step on the thing.
ちょっと。
何が呪いだ。
桃田くん、落ち着いて。
呪いだってあってたまるかよ。ふざけんな。
ふざけてるのはあんたの方でしょ。殺されたいの？
Yeah, knock him out, dude. Yeah, do it.
大丈夫？
悪い。
そうだよ。
What Kaito just did and how he reacted was actually very suspicious.
こんなこ
The motive would actually make sense for him because he's so incredibly scared that something terribly, terribly, terrible might happen if we do the either the seance or the ritual. So he's like, fuck, I need to stop this. I need to stop this. Something terrible is gonna happen if this goes through because he's so scared. I don't think it's quite that, but I think it's a possibility. The one thing that you need to do as like a story detective, not a real detective, of course real detectives work differently, but as a detective in a story, you always want to have every single possibility on the table somewhere, and then when you do your investigation, you either find new possibilities or you scratch possibilities off, and at the end of your investigation you should have, if everything goes perfectly, one possibility that's left. Also, what is wrong with Tsumugi's hands? Why? Oh, that was probably just shading. The shading is very weird in this room. Yeah, that is shading. No, I don't get it. Tango Steph caught us all off guard. It caught probably no reader off guard at all. Okay, give me that piece of cloth. No, talking to me. Oh, he can do it. He's gonna take out his dick and it's gonna be blazingly bright. Or maybe not. Does that mean he's actually a robot? Because it was still it was still a bit ambiguous if he was actually just a guy thinking he's a robot, but I think he really is a robot. I mean that makes it pretty obvious, I think. Sure, like crazy fucking. How many JoJo references are in this game? I mean, you could say it's a song reference, but it's anime. It's probably meant to be a JoJo reference. That was important. Okay, where's the hole on it? Around the middle. Is there a hole? No hole in the fabric. I mean, I thought of a different way on how this could happen, including the floorboards, but those ways that I'm thinking of include no blood stain. But there is a blood stain, but no hole. What ways are there of there being a blood stain but no hole? Right around the middle. As the bloodstain was there before, how would that work? No, it can't be. We would have noticed that. What? I mean, it's possible with the floorboard. I mean, you can see that next to her body, the floorboard was gone. That the killer comes out underground, stabs her, goes back underground. But the problem that I have with that is, how does blood get on the cloth like that? Unless you say that when she gets stabbed, there's a fountain of blood coming out of her neck, and that fountain reaches all the way to the top and makes that splatter. That's the one thing that I could think. Would that be realistic? I don't know, but then again, it's Danganronpa, or in general, it's a visual novel detective story. If I know one thing about visual novel detective stories, is that blood splatters usually aren't quite realistic. is either too much or in the wrong spot, stuff like that. I actually had that problem in Ace Attorney as well at some point, that I thought, oh, that couldn't be this because of the blood splatter, but then it turns out, no, it was that. It was just the blood splatters were wrong. Maybe it's the same here, where the blood splatters are just flat out wrong, but I don't know.
あのさ、
そう。
は？
くだらない。
もういいよ。
Kind of refreshing, actually. Yeah.
別に。ね
Seems depressed. Nothing special with this. Could the rock be used? I mean, the rock could potentially be used as a marker for the killer as well, but how? Because just a normal, everyday rock wouldn't have been able to be a marker because you can't see it in the dark. And even if you turn the light on, if there was any light involved, Tenko would have noticed that. You would hear blood gurgling with that though. No, she wouldn't.
どうせ。うん。当たり前だよ。ところでさ。どうして？
確か。
なんで？
でも。
これって。
I think that we are going with the blood splatter goes back high. Then, because it looks like it here.
Ne, これって。
そうだな。
どうなの？
I kind of know that this is not correct because right when the seance ended and they turned the lights on, you could already see a blood splatter below the cage. You could already see the blood splatter peeking out. The dog god, or as it's called backwards, the dog god. Is that really the shading on her hands? I think it is, because he also has a bit of darkness on his hands. Yeah, it's so weird. It looks like her hands were burned or something, but that really is just shading.
は
もしかして
バカか。
なんで悔しいよ。
Actually, I'm starting to think of something really weird, and that's
任せてください。
now that 2 girls died, the killer must be a guy to keep the balance. Because if it was a girl, we would have lost 3 girls. I mean, it sounds stupid, but you never know. There's no way it was Kibo, right?
そんなはずは。
やっぱり
もちろんだよ。
Well, the seance failed because someone killed the fucking medium. Of course that would fail.
バカバカしい。
そうだね。
あ、そう。
そう。
I wonder why they actually continued after that, because it was very obvious that something went terribly wrong.
どうなの？
ああ。いや。
だったら
それが
そうだね。どうして？
Because the medium died. Jesus.
どうせ。
Maki is gaining points, at least. He's getting many, many points. Yo, Kibo. Are you
任せてください。
cool? Or you're just gonna stand there? Okay.
おーい。
ちょっと
でも。
やっぱり
Is there anything else in here? Look at the, yeah, hole again. Oh, that's just the floor in general.
これって
That was the whole... Yeah, what is it? I want to see it? It was Himiko's corner.
そうだね。
ところでさ。
そうだな。
They actually went and made the effort to have blood drip down instead of just having it be a static image. Amazing.
あのさ。
Huh.
ねえ。どうなの？
そうだな。
What a surprise. And what a fitting weapon to kill someone through the back of the neck very easily.
これってあのさ
I mean, those are not the two properties that I would describe a sickle with, but okay.
そうだよでもそうだねねえ
そうだな
Oh, that might lead to the other room, eh?
ねえ確かに
The first thing I said when I saw the 3 rooms. Maybe not the first thing, but that's something I thought at least. If they did use a light under here, they would be able to... Not be able to, they would... You would see the light shining through the floorboards upwards.
そうだね
そうだな
だったら
Those are a lot of truth bullets. Still nothing that answers my most important question on how the killer knew the exact spot to strike in the dark. They're not gonna pull a thing where they're like, well, they had a light. Because you could see that shining through the floorboards, right? There's no way you could not see that shining through the floorboards, right? Because the floorboards are pretty loose. And I mean, in one end of the entire thing, there's a hole where you could have seen the light coming through anyway, so it would have been really obvious. They must have done it in the darkness. Or had like night vision goggles, where those haven't even been mentioned yet, so I don't think they are a thing.
だって
そうだね
だったら
でも
Wait, are we doing going there again? Shouldn't we take a look at the other 2 rooms just for safety? Another one! Oh, now they're really pulling it. They stopped pulling the punches, man. Oh, I was really hoping you were dead. Now I feel like killing you. Even more. Oh.
ひどいよね
ちょっと
Or just die. I mean, if you die, you killed yourself, so yeah, you don't mind. No way. Actually, yes way, because we've seen everything already. Apart from the other 2 rooms. We wanted to look at those as well.
サッカースマホゲーよく見ていろこれが殺し合いのパ
Oh,
ワー
how
だ
about it?
殺し合いは全生徒
あらららら。え？ほら。ちー。西市。
Did we see him in the room? Did we see him in the room? I mean, when we found Tenko dead, was he there? Like, did he come into the room? Wait, he was one of the people that did the seance with us. Was he still there when we found Tenko? I'm starting to doubt that. I think when we found Tenko, he wasn't in the room anymore. So it was him. He went beneath the floorboards, he killed Tenko, he got hit by the blood, and then he was like, shit, now I can't rejoin the others, so instead I'm gonna go to the other room, and I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come out of that room and act like I fell. Huh. Like, he was part of the seance, but I don't remember him seeing anymore after you found Tenko's body. Did you notice something, Suikun? Because if you did, you might as well mention it. No, we're just gonna go. You didn't pay that much attention? I don't think I saw him. I want to say that. I might have just forgotten about it, but I don't think I saw him. Got the magic of what? Well, I mean, we're gonna see in the class trial if I'm right or wrong. Well, not today, because I guess I'm about to be done streaming for today, but tomorrow I might do a lot more. Like, tomorrow I might do the entire class trial for this, and then the entire chapter 4 with the class trial. Maybe, I'm not certain, but I might do that just to get this game done. We'll see what it's gonna be like.
そっか。
大丈夫。あ？大丈夫？おお。
知らない。行け。つうわけで。おーし。
よくないな。
I mean, you can't. I don't think she could even become less likable at this point. And at least she's not interfering with the survival of our characters, right? Which makes her at least a neutral character, in my opinion. She's just there in the sidelines, throwing quips around.
あのさ、僕だって。そうです。
ちょっと。
たくよ。え？そうだな。
もういいよ。
Yep.
なあ。え？
Just say he's an idiot. We descended. There's even less participants now.
うぷぷでは
Let's hurry up and get this started. Did she? And that will be it for the day. Chapter 3 save point. Oh my god, that took a while. But we got it done. How good am I at calling everything though? And you could say, well, for example, I called that Angie died, but I called like 5 people dying, so of course I can always just point to like, well, that character was the most, of course. But you know, that's part of being a good detective. Yes, you, like I said, you like all these different possibilities, and then you take a look at all the evidence and you compare it with your possibilities, see which possibilities are no longer possible, throw them out, or which possibilities are now suddenly possible that you thought before weren't possible, and then you sort of adjust your thinking, and at the end there'll only be one possibility left. So for example, I knew that Angie was going to be killed like let's say about 10 minutes before it happened, because it was really obvious at that point. But before that I had a lot of other information that I thought, oh, it could be anyone. And that Tenko died was something that was pretty obvious once she got under there, like, okay, you could see that coming. Anyway, that was that. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.